Hello, welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes as usual. I'm wearing clothes. I'm wearing a green Old Navy pullover over a Star Wars shirt. And when I say Star Wars, I mean the first movie back from 1977, back when Star Wars was good, before it was owned by Disney. So good Star Wars. I don't want anyone to think less of me because I like Star Wars and they associate Star Wars with Disney. Yes, I'm one of those people because I don't want to be associated with that, and I will over explain it every time. Anyway, our favorite LOLcow, Ask Anna, who is now Strip Lore. She has a video called How to Deal with Stalkers as a Dancer. As a human being, I've never dealt with half the shit she's dealt with because I'm a regular person, and I'm really, taking a guess here. I'm really thinking I'm a regular average person. She's not. I don't think the regular average person is a stripper. But let's find out. Anyway, so let's see what Strip Lore has to say.
Welcome back to Strip Lore. Today we're going to be talking about how to deal with stalkers. If you don't have at least one, I don't think you're doing your job right.
Well, that's not true. If you're living your life right as a woman, you shouldn't have any stalkers. You should have a husband. If you're a woman living your life right, you should have a husband. Think of your past. Who has stalkers? Who do you know in your life who has had stalkers? And why have they had stalkers? 9 times out of 10, it's a woman with bullshit.
And that is my stance. I was inspired to film this video because I had somebody recently who didn't know my address but knew the general area of where I live. At 4:30 a.m. he spam texted me and called me.
I left this part out, but not only was he doing all that, he was waiting down the street and was like, "I'm down the street, come my way."
And you were like, okay, I'll suck your dick.
"Let me come over, I'm just down the street." And he waited there until morning. This man fell asleep in his car, waiting for me.
And was demanding for me to give him my address for him to come over.
But yet, she will be in a relationship with a man who doesn't even want to remember her first name, doesn't want to stay over, doesn't want to come over. Okay? We have had podcasts about her where she is complaining about a man, and she is complaining about all the stuff this man's doing. She has never had a quote unquote real relationship because every relationship she has is based off somehow being a stripper. Do not take this person's advice. Ever.
And he knows where I dance at. I went on one date with him. Yeah.
Yeah, went on one date with him means she slept with him. He paid her. She wasn't satisfied with the GDP and moved on.
So, how to deal with them? First off, you're not going to think of them as a stalker because that's only going to psych yourself out. Every creep who's a creep doesn't know he's a creep.
Every guy who pays you to have sex with you is not someone you have to talk to. That's her lesson.
So every person that's a stalker doesn't know they're a stalker. People that are bad people don't think they're bad people. Everyone walks around thinking they're a good person.
I have no idea if that's true. Who cares?
So if you're being stalked, don't identify that person as stalking you because that gives them all the power. What? And you have to think too, if you like psych yourself out and you're like, oh my God, like what is this person gonna do? There's always answers to everything. And most people have jobs, possibly kids. There's Reaper in the background. Other responsibilities to tend to where they're just not gonna be able to fixate on you for longer than whatever allotted time they have to give you. So part of dealing with stalkers is just not dealing with them. You cannot be, what is it? It's like...
That might be the best advice she's ever given. The best way to deal with stalkers is to not deal with them. Because, like, people who stalk you want your time. That's all they want. So if you don't give them your time, meaning no interaction whatsoever, they will find someone else really quick. This is the first time she's ever given good advice, which is sad. Very sad, but anyway.
You need people to love and hate you to be successful. You just got bad timing. Okay, we're gonna continue chomping in the background. I saw this video that a YouTuber filmed the other day, and she very popular on YouTube, and I was just confused by how much she cared about the person that was stalking her. You should not care. Like, people can't really hurt you other than their words. Yes, they can find...
I don't believe anything she's saying right now. I don't believe that she follows someone on YouTube who's popular who gets stalked and talks about it. I do not believe it. But anyway, yeah, I just don't. Because she would have gave a link and said who it was. She has 600 subscribers. She's a nobody. Why wouldn't she say who it was? Yeah, because this bullshit. Anyway.
Find you and kidnap you and all of that, but most sane people aren't going to do that. So, like, obsessing over somebody, overly caring about you and your life isn't really going to do anything for you. So, yeah, that's my advice. If you are really concerned, though.
Is she retarded?
It's not hard to find a person. The way I put my mind at ease if I'm worried about somebody being overly obsessed with me, I just go through the steps of what would happen.
You know what? Like, how many of us have this problem? We're just like, oh my God, stop being obsessed with me. I mean, it's just like the most common problem ever. If I could just get through one day without someone being obsessed with me, please, can I function?
Happen if they actually like became more obsessive and then I was seeing them all the time. It really wouldn't bother me. I would treat you how I treat everybody. Like, I have people that I see regularly, but then also I'm very lucky because with my job, I can pop up and out whenever I want. So it's not like I'm not controlled by anything else. But yeah, people aren't hard to find. I am, sort of. Depends even if you know. If you know, then I'm not hard. But if you don't know, then it is very hard. Yeah, most people are pretty easy to find. You just have to do some digging. And stalkers don't have as much power as you think they do. I don't know why we get so creeped out by stalkers, because it's like me posting this video, obviously I want you to see this. I don't really want you to wait outside my apartment and tell me to let you in. but I want you to see this and look into my life and look into my music. So it just really like, I don't know. It bothers me when people get like cringed out by people stalking them. Like you like put all that up there for them. Like you want them to comment on your videos and give you money and see you.
What? I'm sorry. I get really lost in her videos. I'm like, what? Like, I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. Like, why are you watching this? I mean, that's all I can. The only thing I can tell any of you who watch her videos is to stop watching her videos. Okay? She's been talking for 4 minutes, and I I feel like someone picked me up from in front of my house and dropped me off in front of Jupiter. That's what I feel like right now. I'm like, what just happened? I had to stop this and say what just happened. Okay, so I don't know. I don't think I can react to this chick anymore. Okay? And I know you're like, "Hey, weren't you sick?" I'm still sick. That's why I haven't put out a video. I'm still sick. But can I get someone to respond to this and tell me, are you thinking the same thing I'm thinking? What the fuck? I can't do this anymore. I can't. If you're telling me that this is easy to respond to, you're fucking out of your mind. She's retarded. Like, this is second grade bullshit. Does anyone care about this, or is everyone just laughing at me dying watching this? Because I I I stopped liking her videos 10 videos ago. Like, it's not funny, but the thing is, like, I think people who watch this channel watch because I react to her, because like I react to all her videos actually. She has 2 more videos after this. I'm going to react to them just because I've done them all. I have to. I can't just not do it. But Jesus Christ, she's horrible. Like, she has reached a point where it's just, or maybe it's just women. I don't know. I have to reassess, rethink why she's annoying, and hopefully it's just this one time where it's not like, oh my god, I can never watch this again. But yeah, she is hard to deal with. She's hard to deal with, man. Like, I rather talk to roadkill possums than like watch this chick. And that's saying something. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Peace.